Domina is the first new tank coming in next week for season. She is a stalwart sub-roll. Her sub-roll stalwart means she has 40% knockback resistance and 40% slow resistance. Primary weapon is called the Photon Magnum. So do you see my crosshair changing? When there's like a little circle that appears, it means you're in range to target somebody. Right? See how it turns into a circle like that? That gun auto-fired, by the way. So I'm hovering over it, and then once it builds up enough charge, it just auto lets go. Just like that. 650 HP, a lot of shields. Looks like it burns shields pretty normally. That does probably like 60 damage. All right, what's the right? That's the primary fire. Secondary fire. My hands are up. My other hand behind me. So this is where you put down the shield. That's the secondary fire, which comes in many different squares and slices that enemies can break. So yeah, the Photon Magnum was this. It looks like it does 60 damage on the hit scan shot, 60 damage for the beam, 60 on the hit scan follow-up. Costs 10 ammo and it charges up in 0.8 seconds. The right click, which I just clicked, was called Barrier Array. 250 HP shield per segment, 8-second duration, 35-meter range, and 25 total barrier segments. So once again, boom. It goes on a, 14-second cooldown on the bottom right, 250 HP per slot. Once again, the primary fire goes like that. 60 damage buildup. So I could be building it up. Can I build it up on anything else? No. Oh, you don't have to hit a target to build up the charge. It's always just going to take a little bit before it pops. So I could be doing this and then flick later. As long as I get the 60 damage at the end. Very cool. Okay, next ability is going to be the L shift called Sonic Repulsors. Does 40 damage base, 40 damage wall impact, and it immobilizes them or stuns them if they hit the wall. So it looks like if I press it, so a little knockback, a little get away from me button. So once again, here's a little training bot. Boom. And boom, they got stunned because I knocked them into the wall. So I don't know, like a Lucio coming in or like a Wrecking Ball slamming, I can like push them away from the sky. Lucio flying in, push them off. Very cool. With the stun, so that's a 7-second cooldown. So if Lucio's beating in front of me and I push him against the wall, it should cancel it. All right, next ability is called Crystal Charge. Project an explosive crystal, reactivate it to detonate it. So I'm gonna press the crystal right now. 8-second cooldown. I think I messed that up. Let me try that button again. Who has more HP here? Maybe this bot here. Boom. Wow, that range is awful. What is the range? I didn't even hit the person. Min to max radius, 4 meters. Oh, max range, I have to hold it. Wait, am I doing this wrong? Why did it just let go? Travel time. What? It does a lot of damage if it's close.
Perfection at work.
Projecting is supposed to reactivate to detonate it. Okay, I feel like it's supposed to go farther. Oh, maybe my keys were a little bit sticky. Okay, so it's just tap it. Okay, I did not hold it that time. Now it's going farther. My mistake. This is why I'm not a tank player. All right, that is gonna go around forever. So then I press it again to detonate, or if it collides with the wall. Very cool. Yeah, that was just a skill issue. My bad. Also, I just fired the gun again. I realized there's a range to this. 25-meter max. So if I ping this target 27 meters, I'm not in range. But now I am. All right, cool. All right, next ability. So that was a crystal charge. I showed the Sonic Repulsors. I showed the barrier deconstruction. One of her passives is called Reconstruction, where dealing damage with the abilities restores her shields. The shield healing will be 75% of the ability damage. So, I mean, look at her HP. She is mostly blue shields. So that'll be recharged as I take damage and I continue to damage people. All right, ultimate. Fire a hard light barrier that imprisons enemies and detonates on expiration. I gotta build that again. I'll take a look at her perks in a second. Where's the instant ult button here? She's a poke tank and has a primary range of 25 meters. Sigma is around the same range, I guess, as well. Let's try that again. Yeah.
What a deadly snare.
Panopticon, the ultimate. 75% on hit, 300 to 100 damage, barrier health-based implosion. Barrier health-based implosion. So it'll do more if they have more health? Is that how I understand it? 450 health on the barrier. 5-second duration, and it slows them. Okay.
Over here.
Where's Roadhog? It does more the less HP they take off. Yo. That did a lot. That did a lot. Okay, so that is the ultimate Panopticon. Wow. Okay, so that is the extent of her base kit. Very interesting poke tank. Now let's take a look at her perks. So the first perk here is called Efficient Design. After using Barrier Array, restore 50 shield and activate passive health regeneration, or increase the range of her Photon Magnum by 20%. So we were saying how this is only 25 meters. What's 20% of this? That makes it go to 30 meters, yeah? So let me take a look at the perks here. After using the array, restore 50 shields and activate passive. So so the left perk, minor perk, would be if you need more sustain. The right minor perk would be more power. It's called extended power for that reason. So if you're not really getting pressured too hard, I mean, I don't know which perks to take for now, but the range now should go up quite a bit. So let me ping a target here. So that's 30 meters. Yeah, I'm in range now. 20% is about 32 meters, not in range. 30 meters in range. So 25 meter to 30 meter buff in the range here. Very cool. And now for the two major perks, we have Disruptive Detonation. Enemies hit by Crystal Charges Explosion are slowed by 30% for 2 seconds, versus Power Move. Barrier Array can be used as a wall to stun enemies with the repulsors with 100% damage increase. Wow, okay. So, I mean, Disruptive Detonation, I don't really think I need a demonstration for that. That one's pretty basic, but let's take a look at what Power Move is. So the Barrier Array can be used as a stun. So the Barrier Array is this. So this counts as a wall now, is what they're saying. So let me put this down. So obviously this is a defensive button for your team. Once again, I use this for myself. Anybody gets close to me, I boop them, and that acts as a wall now, a hard surface for them to do. I think if you, Mythbuster would be if you break segments of it. Like, let's say you break 2 of them. Could I accidentally, like, push them, and then they'll just, like, slide on through? Would bigger hitbox heroes still collide, or is it because there's a gap they'll, like, phase through? You know what I mean? So that's an idea for something that we can test later on. Maybe small heroes, I don't know, like a Lucio or Tracer hitbox. If enemies break one of the squares, they won't get stunned. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Okay, so that's the 2 minor and major perks.